Pokemon Soulsilver about to catch a new team each gym. Basically, I'm only allowed to have as much Pokemon as a gym leader has, and I can't reuse Pokemon in the evolutionary line at all, including knockoffs. Like, say I use a Polygraph, I can't use Politoed. So I catch Geodude. In the first level fight without a hit, and only had Scratch. And then next up I caught a Mareep. And I named it by trying to face his Falkner time. Thunderbolt one shot his Pidgey, then that's that Geodude. I go for Rock Throw. As it goes for Roost, I go for Rock Throw again. I go for Rock Throw, bring it to red, he goes for Roost again, I go for another Rock Throw. Then I eventually took it out. Alright, next up's Bugsy. I caught a Pidgey, named it Burp 2, caught Spearow, named it Burp. And then my egg cat, I got Slugma. I'm gonna do a Slugma only run, so you know I love it, it sucks. Yeah, so next up is Proton. I peck his first Pokemon down, and his Coffee went down to slow after a few embers. Next up is the rival fight. As I did rival fight first because I can't get my next two team members till after. And so Crocodile was the biggest heap since it was level 18 and didn't have any Pokemon level 18 yet. Lucha was able to take him out Burp 2 with being faster with the quick attack. Then next up is his last up Zubat, and 2 Rock Throws did it in from Slugma. Alright, next up is Bugsy. I go for Peck on his Scyther, takes me out with critical attack Slugma. Critical quick attack takes me out. The last up's Pidgey. I use quick attack. I use Gust for the critical to take it out. Level 18. Then a Gust took it out as Metal Pod. Then last up is Kakuna, and 2 Gusts take it out. And Pidgey evolved after this fight. Oh my god, it means so much. Alright, my next Pokemon Drowsy named Mo Lester. I trade another Drowsy off to this guy so I can get Machop. Windy time. I'll lead off Drowsy just for tankiness. I go for a few confusions as it starts to double slap me. I go for a headbutt on his Clefairy as she heals it. I go for Poison Gas as he gets a double slap. I go for a headbutt, I flinch it, another flinch. I keep headbutting and take it out. Next up is Miltank. I try to stay in, but it's going to have to stomp. Next up, I send out Macho. I go for Focus Energy and a critical low kick took it out. Next up, I catch an Abra. I named it Spoon. I catch Rattata. I name it Joey. I catch a Sentret, name it Ferret. Then last up, I catch a Girafarig, and I named it Underrated, because the Girafarig is underrated. Alright, Rebel Fight time. Goes down without a hint since, well, we're pretty even low. Most of my Pokemon are fully evolved by now. I mean, one of those stitches, he paralyzed my Raticate, but that being said, Raticate also has guts, so it's his funeral. Alright, next up is Morty. Lead off a Ferret, Shadow Claw one-shots it. Next up is Haunter. I throw out Underrated. Psychic one-shots it. I got Psychic. I got from Voltorb Flips since I'm really good at it. Next up is Gengar. I go for Focus Energy, he goes for Sucker Punch. He goes for Sucker Punch again. Then here's something that happens. He keeps hitting Hypnosis, like every time I wake up. He ran out of Sucker Punch, so it couldn't do anything to me. But I wake up, Hypnosis. I wake up again, Hypnosis. I wake up again, Hypnosis. I wake up again, and he's with another Hypnosis. Hold on, let's count this actually. Hold on. 5 Hypnoses in a row so far. 50% actually, by the way, with my luck. And I eventually took it out. And I said that's no more crunch because, you know, what's the point? Then second one shot is another Haunter. Alright, next up I caught an Ekans. I named it Solid. Then I got Hoot Hoot. I named it Angry Face. Next up is what's his name? Chuck. First up is Primate. 2 seconds to put out as Primate. Next up is Polygraph. I decided to glare it since it has Focus Punch. I decided to go for a Screech. It puts me to sleep, and the Surge takes me out with Solid. So Noctile again. I go for Reflect. I get hit with Focus Punch. I use Psychic. I lower special defense. I get paralyzed, but as I was taking him out before, he get Focus Punch me again. And then that's such a big deal. Caught a Magikarp, and I named it Prey. I don't know why. I caught a Vulpix, and I named it Babby. That's a reference to a YouTube channel. Then Wooper, and I named it Happy Face. Alright, I sent out Quack Exile for Jasmine. By the way, I got a Fire Stone from that Professor Oak lover guy. Then Steelix is up next. 2 Surfs did it in. The last up was our other Magnemite, and I sent out Babby, and Flamethrower one-shotted it. Alright, next up is... I caught a Oddish, named it Dog, 2 Gs. I caught a Poliwag, named it Tad. And I caught a Dodine, named it Oil Paint. Oil Paintings. Hank of the Hill, y'all. You never seen it. Alright, the next up is Proton. I use Dog, I take out 2 Giga Drains. The next up is Darion Double Battle, but with Polygraph Surf, I'll be able to take out, between me and Let's be able to take out all of them. Alright. And price time do too much. Sorry, I was talking near too much, I was just looking at something on my phone. That's some schoolwork coming in, but I want to get this video out. Okay, prize time. And alright, Piloswine takes out Blossom, which is sad. Then I send out Polygraph, Serve does it end. Oh yeah, I have Blossom for Duke the fucking seal. Alright, I got my next 4 team members. Suck the Bellsprout, Clit, because I'm clever with Shelter. Then I traded Krabby to get Voltorb Billy. From my challenge a few days ago. Alright, next up is Proton again, but taking advantage of his Pokemon low special defense between Cloyster and Electrode, Thunderbolts and Ice Beams and Surfs were able to take him out pretty easily. Yeah. His Pokemon has low special defense. If he's good special defense, you'll wipe through him. Alright, next up is Silver. I'll lead off with Electrode, Thunderbolt, one-shots his Golbat. Subs for Alligator. I Thunderbolt it again, don't know why I sent it out. Next up is his Haunter. I send out Clit. I use Icicle Spear because it's low defense, and I have Skill Link. It confuses me, I try to go for Surf. Next up is Magnemite. I decide to stay in. I get confused, and he paralyzes me. It hits Soft Boom, but one Surf takes him out. Next up is Sneasel. I decide to stay in. Go for a Surf, taking it, bringing it to 25%. No Surf takes it out. Alright, next up is Proton. Ice Beam one-shots his Golbat, and Surf two-shots his Wheezing after I miss the Smoke Screen. Next up is Ariana. I lead off with Suck, forgetting she leads off an Arbok. I keep forgetting about that. Then I send out Cloyster, who gets paralyzed and crunched almost to death, but I Surf her to kill her. Next up is Vileplume. I send out Victory Bell, go for Sludge Bomb, because it hits me with Acid. Nearly takes me out, but I wake up to finish off with a Sludge Bomb. Next up is Murkrow. Thunderbolt did her in. Next up is Archer. Surf one-shot his Houndour. Next up is Coughing. I send out Billy. Thunderbolt one-shotted it. Next up is Houndoom. I send out Clit again. I think I hit with Fire Fang. Surf one-shotted it. Surf two-shotted it. Then I catch my 4th team member for Claire. Swinub. I named it Pork. Alright, not Jasmine. Claire time. Thunderbolt one-shots Gyarados. Next up is Dragonair. I send out Pork. I go for Icy Wind. Grants you half health, and I go for Ice Shard, taking it out. Next is Kingdra. I send out Voltorb. I go for Swift on accident. I meant to go for Light Screen. Smoke Screen me, so I go for Thunderbolt to hit it. That's how to go for Thunderbolt again, but I keep missing, so I swap out to Victory Bell. It hits me with Hydro Pump. Then I go for Sludge Bomb, doing damage. I poison it. She heals. I go for Growth. Then she hits me another Hydro Pump. You know, 1 health. Sludge Bomb brings to red, but she takes me out. I send out Mamoswine to kill with an Ice Shard, and I send out Clit to finish off a Dragonair with an Ice Beam. Alright, then I got an Eevee, named it Eclipse. Then I got a Zubat, and I named it Acrobat. Then I got a Slowpoke, and I named it Royal. Then I caught a Rhyhorn, and I named it Hi. Alright, it's still last Telefight time. I'll use off my new Rhyhorn. I Rock Blast, sneeze twice, take it out. Next up is Magneton. I had nothing for it, so I decided to surf it with Slowbro. Getting paralyzed the process. Next is Haunter. I send out Eclipse. I go for Feint Attack, and I one-shot it. Next up is Golbat. I go for Rock Blast, 3 Rock Blast, 6 it out. Next up is for Alligator. I send out Acrobat. Then I just go for Poison Fang. That's how you go for Fly, just for damage. It's with Ice Fang. I missed my second Fly. I was able to raise Fire Guide Red Health before getting taken out the Waterfall. The next up is Umbreon. Feint Attack finished it off. Last up is Kadabra. Next up is Kadabra. Well, I have a Dark type, but he disabled my Feint Attack, so I had to quick attack to death. And that's the Silver. Alright, Will time. And Will, Dark Pulse one-shotted Xatu. Next up is Executor. Dark Pulse one-shotted it. Next up is Jinx. As I stay in, Dark Pulse brings it to red. He heals. I go for Dark Pulse again. I take it out with a quick attack. Next up is Slowbro. I go for a quick attack on accident. It starts to go for Amnesia. I Toxic, then he starts cursing up. Then I go for Confuse Ray, but he has his own tempo. So I go for Dark Pulse. Then 2 Dark Pulses did him in. As he Poison take him out. Next up is his last Xatu. I hit myself Confusion. I send out High. I just go for Rock Slide. Next up is Koga. I lead off with High. Rock Slide one-shots this thing. Next up is Fortress. I actually go for Psychic. Then he checks. I go for Flamethrower, taking him out. Next up is Muck. I go for Psychic. He goes for Screech. Next up is his Crobat. He goes for Wing Attack. I go for Psychic to one-shot it. Last up is his Venomoth. I said to Crobat. Wing Attack one-shots it. Alright. Bruno next. I lead off with Crobat. But he's get out by counter. Then Slowbro just came in and started. Slowbro came and started psyching down everything. So yeah, but I take some damage to Thunder Punch from Hitmonchan and shit. Next up is Machamp, and the Psychic brings it to red, heats buried. And I go for Surf, check it out. And last up is his Hitmonchan. I said he goes for Hypnotic, I go for Psychic, and one-shot, let 6 health. Alright, last up is Karen for Leaf 4. Hammer Arm brings it on to red health. She switches out, for Earthquake to finish it off. For Rock Slide or Gengar, as it keeps missing its Focus Blast, luckily, and I take it out. This was Vileplume with an Acrobat, a Wing Attack, right to red, it Stun Scored me, it goes for Petal Dance, and a Wing Attack took it out. Next up is our Houndoom. I send out High. I go for Earthquake, and I one-shot it. Let's go for Nancy Plot. Next is Murkrow. Rock Slide one-shotted it. Then she sent out a Umbreon again. I go for a Hammer Arm, but I miss. She heals up. I go for another Hammer Arm, bringing it to red. I go for those put hit another Hammer Arm, taking it out. Alright, Lance time. I lead off for the Clips. I Toxic against Gyarados, and I hit it with Confuse Ray. It then hit me with 2 Water Pulses in the process. I started going for Dark Pulse. It hit itself. Poison. No Dark Pulse took it out. This is Dragonite. I send out Royal. I go for Ice Beam. Bring it to red health. Goes for Safeguard. Then I go for Ice Beam again as I tank an Outrage at about under half health. Next up is Zelda Dragonite. I go for Rocks. I switch out to High to go for some Rock Slides. And Rock Slides good out. He healed. Next is next Dragonite. I go for Rock Slide. Bring it to red. He goes for Full Sword. Go for another Rock Slide. He hits me with a Blizzard. It's taking me out. Then I send out Crobat. Wing Attack to get out. Next is Aerodactyl. I send out Slowbro. It goes for Crunch. Let's go for Surf. Taking it out in one shot. Last up is Charizard. He took me out the Dragon Claw with a low health. Send out Umbreon. As he puts to me, but I Toxic it. And then I hit it with a Confuse Ray. But I did go down. I go for a Fly to install Toxic, and a Fly plus Toxic took it out.